All right, so the penultimate race today, we gave a mention to Darkest Tower. Certainly looked a horse that on his day, and if the cards are mapped out perfectly, he had every chance. Of course, Chase Majan seems to get the tune out of him. Well done to Barum Puertas, all the connections involved. Well done, Chase, a horse that you've got to know well by now, and he's got his quirks, but you've clicked and he's won a good race.
Listen, I don't really think he's got quirks. I just think he's an older horse and he's got clever, and you got to keep him on the bits and keep him concentrating. And as long as you do it, it gives you an effort. So all the acclaims go to Mr. Puertas for keeping the horse ticking, keeping him well, and a big thanks to him.
Well, hopefully the handicappers are not too hard on him. I don't think they will be, but he's the type of horse in these sort of races, he's always going to be a big runner.
100%. I don't think he could be penalised too highly because, like you said, it's like he's in his place in the right kind of field. So he won because he was in the right race. So they didn't go fast, which actually suited him, and he quickened up well. Well done, again, well done to the yard.
And Chase, good to see you getting chances. I know that you're all around, busy man in the mornings, but when you get a call from Mr. Puertas, you know you've got a big runner, something to work with.
Well, actually, this one I picked up a ride one day because Warren had to leave early because of the storms, and I actually picked up the ride. So that pickup ride got me 2 winners. So thank goodness. But luck.
Not complaining.
Yeah.
Well done, Chase.
Thank you.
Super. Well done, Chase. Very underrated. Good rider. I know, Mr. Puertas, we keep singing your praises as a trainer. And going back to last night, good run from that filly, Too Fat to Fly, and many other horses today. Captain Curtis, they're all knocking hard.
Yeah, Too Fat to Fly. I think the distance is not in her favour, but the program doesn't allow for more than that. Captain Curtis was my bigger fancy today. It's coming on nicely. According to Warren, last time he was boxed in, things never worked out. So he was the actual horse I fancy today. I thought the pace would be too slow for Darkest Hour. He needs them to go hard and come back to him. And March to Glory, I didn't know if the mile was going to suit him, so I was a little bit unaware of his chances on the day. But I must say, I must thank my big friend Paul Peters. About 6 weeks ago, he came to me, just normal little basic stable management tricks he told me. And anybody else, I would not have listened. But, you know, I've known Mr. Peters since the age of maybe 18, 19, 20, and done what he said. And I don't know, all of a sudden now the last couple of meetings, I mean, our horses are popping out of their skin and doing way more than what they're capable of or have been capable of. And something like that I could never, ever imagine if I never done it, you know. I could never think that it could make such a big difference. So I must thank him. And I believe that if not for him, we wouldn't be here now.
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Puertas, you've always been very underrated. I've always advised the guys, they got a horse, give you a call. I know that you certainly do well with horses that you buy from other guys, and long may it continue. We're certainly rooting for you.
Well, I love it. You know, you get a horse from somebody else and has got a little problem. I want to look for those little problems. I want to find those little problems. But I must say what Mr. Peters told me, must have added 2, 3, 4 lengths to the horses.
Well done over here, Mr. Puertas.
Thank you very much.
Lovely. Well done to Barum Puertas. Like I keep saying, if you're looking to send a horse to someone, don't be shy to ring up Mr. Puertas. Barum Puertas, that is. He certainly knows how to train them. He's done well with horses that he's acquired from other trainers, and long may it continue. Sorry, these flies are absolutely bizarre. All over the faces. They love to stick, but nonetheless, we've just got one more race to get through. Race number 8. It's been a good day. There's been 1 or 2 iffy results. Early in the day, the results seem to play ball. I'm hoping that some of the guys have still got some cash in their pockets. We've got one more to try and get out of it. That will be race number 8 in the next 15 to 20 minutes. We've been looking forward to the Maidan racing. That's coming up shortly. There's a few short price favourites I'm sure the punters will be having a look at, so maybe we can take a double somewhere. Go on to bettingworld.bet. Go and have a look at something in the last at the VAAL, maybe Wayo Moying's horse into something that you fancy out at Maidan this evening. So sit back, relax, enjoy it. As from my side, we've only got one more to come, but I think on the racing side of things, it's only starting to warm up.